Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you a method to kill the max Angelus-0 super boss in Final Fantasy 15 in as little as 2 to 5 minutes. Now, for anyone wondering why you would even want to fight this boss that many times, he actually drops an item called the Magitek Suit V2, which gives 2000 HP, 100 strength, and 70 vitality. It's easily one of the best accessories in the vanilla game. Now, this is not to be confused with the regular Magitek suit, which he has a 100% drop rate of, but we'll talk about the different drops on this boss a little bit later. Now, before we even fight the Max Angelus, there's a few things you're going to want to make sure of. For one, set the game to easy mode. This is the only way to get the Carbuncle summon to happen, and that is going to be vital for our strategy here. Next, you're going to want to get as much strength as possible. For your accessories, use as many attack plus or strength plus items as you can get. Dark Matter bracelets and the Magitek Suit V1 are both excellent choices for this reason. For weapons, you're going to want to go with the Royal Axe and Sword that increase your strength, and Zwill Crossblades as your main damaging weapon. The Balmung is also a good choice if you're more comfortable with regular swords, but I prefer to use another strength increasing weapon such as Ulrich's Kukris. For food, I don't recommend going with attack food here. Instead, you're going to want to go with either Zeus Skewers or Golden Tail Soup. Golden Tail Soup guarantees that all of your hits will be critical, so I highly recommend going with that over anything else. In case you're wondering where you can get the ingredients for that, Mal Mushrooms and Kujata Marrow can both be bought in Leshtalem, and the final ingredient, which is a type of fish, can be bought in the marketplace in Altissia. Now, just to be clear, for those who are wondering, do not bother using drop rate food on the Magitek Suit V2. It does not work. The Angelus has a 100% chance of dropping the Magitek Suit, which has a 5% chance of becoming the V2. You can't increase the drop rate of something that already has a 100% chance of succeeding, and the item becomes a V2 after it's done the drop rate check. So it doesn't have any effect. You can't raise it to a 10% drop rate. That's just not how drop rates work. The last two things you're going to want to make sure of is to make sure you have Ignis's enhancement skill chosen for his party tech, and finally, to make sure you have a full armor gauge before you go and try and kill Angelus. So now that we've got all of those things out of the way, where are we going to go? My preferred spawn place is just north of the camp that's north of Hammerhead, near a water tower and a bunch of Saber Tusk. You're going to want to save just outside of the range of the Saber Tusk and reload your save after every few dropships if Angelus doesn't spawn. I had the best luck, honestly, just reloading immediately if he didn't spawn. Alright, so now we're ready to actually try fighting Angelus. So as soon as he's dropping, I just stand under him and he will crush me immediately for all of my health. This will send me to the danger zone. Remember, I want to die, and I mean full die, not just danger zone, as quickly as possible in order to summon Carbuncle. Your teammates are going to try to revive you, so I just try to run circles away from them while getting hit by Angelus's attacks. So as soon as you fully die, it will summon Carbuncle, who's going to buff all of your stats. He's going to full heal you, he's going to buff your strength, vitality, spirit, everything by a massive amount. So that's step one. Once Carbuncle has raised you, use Ignis's enhancement buff 3 times. With good RNG, you'll get the fire, ice, and lightning damage buffs on your attacks. That makes for the fastest possible kill. Even if you just get 1 or 2 of the buffs though, this will still go considerably faster, hence why I gave the kill a range of like 2 to 5 minutes. Finally, use a Power EX item or a muscle stimulant to increase your strength a little bit further. Now, if Ignis had the Delta Daggers equipped or you're using it as your 4th weapon, you could also shred the vitality of the enemy to make them take even more physical damage. If not, you can wait for Prompto's Piercer and use that, but I just go immediately once I have all of these buffs set up, so I was a little bit impatient. Now, with the Armiger, you're going to want to lock onto the front portion of his main body. It's the part of his body that takes the most consistent amount of higher damage. There are other body parts like the rocket launcher, but those only take damage when they're opened up. So since your Armiger is non-stop, you'd rather not have to deal with the RNG of whether or not he's actually attacking with the rocket launcher. Once you've got it locked on, just go ham with the Armiger to deal as much damage as possible. You're seeing me on the screen right now just shredding its health away. And once the Armiger is about to wear off, press triangle to try and do a warp strike. This will extend it a little bit longer. And then if you're lucky, you can spam L1 and R1 right as you're coming out of the warp strike, and you may get lucky and get an Armiger chain, which can sometimes be enough to outright kill him if you did enough damage while in the Armiger. If not, don't sweat it. After the Armiger wears off, you can either air dance and attack the body part that we've been attacking all the time until it dies, refreshing, enhancement, or the strength plus items, or if the missile launcher is open, you can start aiming for that now that the Armiger has worn off, which with your buffs up is going to lead to anywhere from 5 to 10,000 damage a hit and break it really fast. On top of that, if you break it, it's an extra 10,000 damage to the boss, so it's even more. You see me completely annihilate it and destroy the boss on the screen. And that's going to be how you farm the Max Angelus-0. Hopefully you have better luck than I did. I think it took me 17 or 18 kills before I saw my first Magitek suit V2. On top of that, remember, don't bother using summons if you get them. He's completely invulnerable to them, so just completely ignore it. Anyway, what's your fastest time taking down the Max Angelus? Be sure to let me know in the comment section of the video below, and be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and especially share with those people who may be having trouble with Angelus, even for just the normal mode encounter, just to beat the boss normally without using this whole easy mode, carbuncle, farming stuff that we're doing right here. But anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.
It's close.
The pixie earrings would drop 100% of the time, but there's a 1% chance of it being the defending ring instead, so Treasure Hunter didn't affect the defending ring. You couldn't increase the odds of it replacing the item. You could only increase the odds of loot dropping in the first place. You can't increase the odds of one specific piece that shares a slot with another. No, it cannot fix. No, he's gonna catch me. There's no way. He's gonna get away from that.
Don't sweat it. This is the best of us.
Good, prompto.
One false move and we're done for. We can turn the tide yet.
No! Come on, I'm missing. Oh, rocket launcher. Rocket launcher. Got it. Sure, let me finish this fight real quick. Deadle. Now, Ignis. Now I need you alive. There's not really a better spot. With the Beast Whistle, as long as you're in a spot that has a few spawns, then it's going to be RNG no matter what. Alright, we've got 2 buffs. Come on, give me the trifecta. Is that it? No, it's ice. Alright. You didn't give me the trifecta, but... still good.
Looking rather pallid.
He's looking like a pally? I mean, he does have a shield, so I guess that makes sense. I don't want to change targets. I'll just take some solace in knowing that he didn't fucking move the entire time. I was too late on the armor chain. We got one! It exists! We got one! We got one! It's real! That was also a really fast kill. We got one! The Magitek suit V2. 2,000 health, 100 strength, and 70 vitality.